Morning. I'm Marissa Sarabaki. I just want to deepen my understanding on what you mentioned earlier about extending lifespan of data assets. Maybe can you give me a sense of how do you do it? How does IBM Maximo do it? And aside from using the AI powered AI, thank
So by what I mean by extending the lifespan of asset is typically all the critical assets when we acquire them or build them, there is an estimated life either given by OEM or we know that if you're buying a car, for example, again, right? So we know that normal estimated life is say 10 years. But if we use that asset in a more efficient way, not basically misusing that under the given operating condition that it is designed for, and the upkeep and maintenance is done in a timely manner, then instead of 10 years, maybe it will serve you for 12 or 13 years or maybe 15 years. So it also depends on how effectively you are using or maintaining the asset. And that's what we mean by, extending the life. So essentially what we are doing is that instead of someone investing in the new car after 10 years, now they can defer it for another 2 to 3 years and the same car can, serve them. So same thing if you apply to an industrial asset, if it is a turbine or a compressor, right? So we do the right thing in terms of maintaining it effectively, then you can extend that life, which actually results into a lot of investment saving by deferring these. If you talk to the finance guy, right, they'll be more than happy that if you can, defer a few $1 million investment by 2 to 3 years. So that's what we mean by extending the.
Just to add one more thing, when we talk about extending the life of an asset, we really talk about extending the effective life of that asset. You want it operating efficiently and all. And even your planned maintenance steps that they're doing and all from the manufacturer, if you follow it, that's at least trying to get the asset to last as long as they project it to last. I think it's this whole step of being able to monitor the actual condition of the asset and then make decisions based off that condition. And that's kind of your next step after planned maintenance. And that doesn't require generative AI necessarily. It requires a level of AI as far as just analytics around it. What generative AI is going to bring is that you mentioned the out-of-the-box models that we provide. Those models are really around both degradation of an asset, to be able to project the degradation of the asset, as well as in particular with some of your renewable assets, to be able to model performance of the asset. And then based off of those models, the AI can then bring a more refined recommendation. It consumes more data. It has a better way to compare it against what's expected. And then based off of where you are versus what's expected, it'll give you insight as to what's the best action you could take to improve the performance of that asset. The other thing I'll say as to one of the additional benefits of extending asset life is sustainability, because the highest impact to sustainability is replacing an asset, because that brings with the cost of manufacturing, the cost of materials, and the cost of transportation, so that your biggest impact you can have on sustainability is to extend the effective life of your assets, because that's going to help the footprint more than anything.
Quick question. Is there like a minimum size of organization that can use IBM Maximo? Or is it just for large enterprises?
That's a very good question. I like it. So there has been a myth, I would say, in the market in terms of the value that Maximo provide, but we have made it basically consumable or can be consumed by any size of customer. So the way we do it is that we have a SaaS version of Maximo, means software as a service, and that too we have an entry level solution which can be consumed by even the small company like with 10-20 users, as small as that size. So yeah, I mean, it's not that only large organizations like say Maramco can only afford. We have made it affordable by even the small and medium sized enterprises as well, and that reduces any of their investment in the hardware or knowing the technology as a base because it's all like pre-installed or they don't need to maintain it at their own. They just need to use it as we use maybe any other off-the-shelf product. So that way, and we have a lot of, we are getting traction. We have a lot of customers actually of small size who are moving in that direction because then they get one of the best products in the world at a very reasonable or affordable prices.